Citizens' participation in a country's decision-making process is not only imperative but very critical to the state's democratic governance process. As part of the movement for good and equitable governance, there has been a growing awareness of the importance of decentralization as a means to enable people to participate more directly in the decisions that shapes their lives. The single greatest virtue of local governance is its closeness to the people who are being governed. However, all too often, only part of the people being governed are effectively involved in or are able to influence their local governments. Frequently, the poor and the marginalized within a community are not able to effectively influence the decisions of their local government. Such a situation serves in the long run to undermine the effectiveness of local government, both as a democratic institution and as a generator of needed economic development, especially for these poor and marginalized groups. Sultan Coastal TV, with support from Star Ghana, decided to undertake Phantom From to ensure improved understanding of the citizenry on the role of the district assemblies and enhance citizens' participation, especially women, socially excluded groups, in decisions that affect them at the district assembly level, so they are well informed to demand accountability from duty bearers and to ensure equitable distributions and delivery of public goods and services. Coastal TV therefore did a baseline study by engaging the citizenry in these 5 districts, namely Abra Asebu Kwamankese, Commander Edna Eguafo Abrem, Cape Coast, Chufuhimai Lower Dentura, and Infantimai on their knowledge on the role of their metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies.
I don't know why you see. Oh yeah, Mr. Atta. Mr. Ernest Atta.
Aunt Barbara. And you are not. Barbara knows so about this year. And you will get today. On the middle, baby, be my
TMC by minimum.
MC, Barbara. And I am Barbara, no, do.
Minimum. Let me know crema there. I didn't point to the baby no crew. And I send them.
Chair tax, but okay, receipt in power. Now, me chair or Jubilee School. Me last time the tax for any ban, minister for the ban. Besides, say, Musaya margins, Kayam, we are Bob Sani, dear Juma. Sunny, bring your share and call Musaya, Margie, Scadia, there. Mother boy, Busana, Bandy Abrainska. Nobody chair a Jim Lion for corner, the other Juma for corner, dear. And
I didn't tax me to me there. I ban on all the I don't know.
We also took the opportunity to meet with the MMDCs, drawing the orientation to also find out from them their views on the local government system and how they will positively engage with more women, persons with disability, and the marginalized groups to ensure development and equitable distribution of goods and services.
Physically challenged, you were one or represent or when I say slot near 16. In the chair, you are in Fubem, you are in Clofu, say, as at now, you have one representative for the physically challenged.
And you don't set them one. And so much there one common fund, and watch for women to be one sabaka. Now you have one ma wishes and you must Sunday. Yam pedo ban and was says, Yam pedo by ya this one ama for few man saw, Sabi Cafro. Obi able to work school. But to be a manager, but to my accountant, but to my teacher, or a church, your boy shredded that man born as about one. My one's way to one and do make a wajana wabi boom. Now we're two now one sack one.
A documentary was produced to highlight the roles of the local governance process and the role of the MMDEs to enhance their engagement with the citizenry and ensure participatory governance.
Without local governance, then there should be no regional governance, there should be no national governance, because local governance is where the people are. So it is too important.
Local government is important because government is about the people. As an electorate, you expect that your environment becomes clean. You need to, and then as you say, we fish. So you need to pay your tax, you need to pay your property rate, you need to, after paying all these, that is where you also begin to ask for accountability.
A stakeholders' engagement was held with the media, traditional authorities, civil society, assemblymen and women, Federation of the Disabled, amongst a host of other groups, whereby the baseline studies and documentaries were aired.
We're looking forward to such programs because for a long time we keep talking about decentralization, we keep talking about the district assembly systems, we keep talking about, they virtually don't know so much about what is our expectation. Here you from know what our expectations are. Me in mind for all disabled persons, when you mind common fund, worker disabled, worker district assembly, when you have common fund, well, they can't say anything again better about the district assemblies. And see, if when they put together such a program and they are expecting our inputs. Now you see as the input as Ashams are not near the Costa TBS for putting together such a package. Yes, I'm here the Star Ghana fast. The Witum was it as of today was Abraham.
What has been said today, I think we need to get what we have talked about here outside for the people to understand. For the people, even I have learned a lot when it comes to government.
After the stakeholders' engagement, Sultan Coastal TV undertook various interventions on Fontom From to engage with key stakeholders such as Queen Mothers, the Ghana Federation of the Disabled, the National Commission for Civic Education, amongst a host of others on the morning show program, whereby the citizenry will get improved understanding on the role of the district assemblies. Another TV program, Kasa, Fontom From Edition, was also started and came on every Thursday as we engaged with the MMDCs on their roles and letting the citizenry hear at first hand to understand the local governance process and how they can demand accountability from their duty bearers. We had a special program on International Women's Day on Kasa Fontom From Edition, whereby we had the Department of Gender and Social Protection and market women to look at how to get more women involved in the local governance process. The Sultan Coastal TV team then went down to various marginalized communities in Abra Asebu Kwamankese, Commander Edna Iguafum Abrem, Cape Coast, Chufuhimai Lower Denshua and Infantimai assemblies to engage with the citizenry through roadshows and focus group discussions and educating them on the roles of their various MMDAs, their rights and responsibilities as citizens, and how they can demand for accountability from their duty bearers and ensure development.
What you're from, Sister Baba, if you are broken, Kohala. But what you're going to mark out for one day. I said, my man, and I'll put in your farm man. Now, so be the other me, and I am when you are do. I've been here, Papa, not to wait. Yet, I will come with him, no matter how. No more shame I do. One in a few more, yet, in a few more to quarrel. Say, be the other, I don't know me, and you know. And Sana, all Papa Shan is not that Bob's not that what you and me and I go. So I got there, I need no share from gonna watch you know. Yes, as a young one could tell what to happen. What a man more walk a floor. Sissy, I bet I feel yato. Oh, one of a fraba. I feel no one of a fraba. Young my shares a sweetie. Young Tishia, Captain Brown, man, say. It is a baby, I offer any and I see. No, Bianca,
now me pay them, maybe say, ye penny no bacasane there. So, may you where you may be a month and a culvert to be on the bridge to do a crew in the fin. I say, by a Fabian president, not out the neck harbor for whoever don't yet. Also, Baba by ye, this no him, MP, him. That's a 1 year, no man for no while you to flower. What would the worst cabaya bridge now? And this or to catch a honda. What the one second or the one bokota.
A year passes argument, a mobile man apostle. A babua, and non a babuam and put to Naba. Dear, I'm man put to Mamma Musa, you're lacking knowledge. Until the Mimision or dear Wemo, Amma Mania just a person, a Matra Margin say. I'm so good to be unit committee member because I fail a woman of Juma.
That's Mamma Marty, maybe I say. You're not coming in as a summary. Over there, walk for a summary, walk to when you see now what the image is with the as I remember, watch now by 3 times. Other one, or 12 years. 12 years now, I am you see that.
The team also went round to also assess projects which were started by previous governments to check if indeed the projects were being continued or abandoned and if facilities meant for persons with disability had been put in place. Over the implementation period, we observed that the MMDCs engaged with their citizenry to listen to their concerns and address issues raised by them and further deepen their engagement. In Cape Coast, there is a mainstream subcommittee for persons with disability where their issues are addressed. The mayor of Cape Coast has also started engaging with persons with disability and addressing their concerns.
We are here to distribute the person living with disabilities fund that they are entitled to. Yes, we have series of engagement with them. That is why we have our social welfare department. They have their database, they have series of programs, not them and those people who are also blind and all that. They have series of programs with them. At any point in time, they know what is going on within their associations and all that. So it's not about just meeting them and distributing some kind of fund to them, but there is that interaction all the time too.
Also, a lot of projects which were started by previous governments were being continued and have future for persons with disabilities, such as the Abra Market, construction of clinic for the aged at Eifua, construction of Metro Police Station at Abra, amongst a host of other projects. As a result of the community engagement with the assembly, a basic school at Ifutuku Kwado, which was completed but not put to use after several years of completion, is now in use. Before then, children had to walk 5 kilometers to the nearest school. The school is currently in use with children learning. In Abra Asebu Kwamankesi district, the district chief executive goes down to the grassroots level and engages with the marginalized communities and address their concerns.
Mepede mu community no when hiaze nsina meba ambassador ho mintumentna office abroad nko air condition mo nkotin adam bada na mo ho community mehu ho no ho so hu mehu hiaze pa wo hia wo community. That is why I'm a bear. What's the more cheap zone when shona won wi na mama ba abotui and the camera na put to match na ho school feeding to mehu ho problems are ho.
As a result of concerns expressed, some projects in the area such are currently ongoing. This includes the construction of Chips compound at Old Ibu amongst a host of other projects. In the Commander Edna Eguafom Abre municipality, a key project expected after engaging with the market women was the construction of a new market in place of an old one for the traders of Commander and Kisi. To alleviate difficulties of traders, they were relocated to a temporary site to do business. The project currently is 98% complete and set to be put to use in the month of June. After the team personal engagement with the assembly, keys were obtained for a new classroom block expected to ease congestion for students to be put to use. This has gone a long way to improve teaching and learning in Isamine United in the Commander Edna Eguafo Abre municipality. As a result of community engagement in the Infant Mine district, some projects started by previous government were completed by current administration. This includes a new market at Animabo and an ultra-modern clinic at Biriwa for the community. Himailowa Denchua, the DCE who has set up an office which is within the Jukwa community for concerns of his constituents to be heard. Among other projects, a health center is being expanded and refurbished in the district. On the whole, the citizenry have demonstrated a greater understanding and appreciation for local governance.
First, na ye nyim nyame biase, na ye ntie me biaso. Nso won cheche wo de be won hunu de da men cheche na boda ban. Na ye wa so ye nyim na won cheche nyen. Nti afia wo sha so ye da men cheche ni o man so ye de to nya akwo ye nya adwene de. Nsem bi ho de bi sa samre. Nti amle na aso mpo o me de na onyim hunu me de. Nti mbra wa ye be ye da men cheche na man nya ekwohye na tie cheche na be so hunu de ade bi wa ha wa de otu ho anamba. Nti ofi da membre no so enya so ye tu ho anamba na ye bisa na so otumukọ ba ye bisa na otum o kire bibi ti da men cheche ba ye na no fa to agbo hen bebre ata ha cheche ba wa agbo hen bebre ti wa sha se de o de ye eduma wa ha
cho mi so mi wo futu kokwado ye mi school na adititru ame ye wa ha nse ye ketu ne nwe dia ma school for but teaching ni de part time bia nso ni nyina aka ho a me de boa ama ọma no so atuma kọ n'anim eye tu ho ache bi pe bia mfi government ho ma na nso esan se me wa ha na me hwese na wo ma bebie school ni nkitwa na so ma cha ase foforo no yentumi nya animdie bia obetumi akita mo friend nkitinkiti wo krom hia no eni ntimi nso metumi ho ache se me so sam na jania Rade beye bia no ne aka echi ne doso nso metumi ho ache se nso ma bibia akoso ti Coastal TV for nso so ahyasre mo ba ya no mo ba so ye mu na te se nso ne ye bedu ni nso ye ni agi mu ye gusu ara ye njaye ye gusu ma sane be ya school no be konanim.
A few gaps, however, needs to be addressed. Firstly, apart Cape Coast, which has a mainstream subcommittee on persons with disability at the Assembly, the other 4 districts we visited in the region do not have, and this, going forward, we recommend other districts in the spirit of inclusiveness to form such subcommittees. In all the districts, the representation of women in the Assembly seems low. In terms of revenue generation by the Assembly, there is a general disconnect between citizenry and Assembly as to what their taxes are used for by the Assembly. More education is needed in this area to get citizenry to better appreciate and understand the use of their taxes, to imbibe a culture where they readily pay their tax to ensure development in their various communities.